Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making fritters. Don't mind me, my sinuses have been going absolutely haywire for several days now. It's just crazy. Anywho, so I will be doing corn fritters, and I'm actually going to be doubling up this basic recipe so I make enough because my friend would like some. I want to say that there is so many different recipes for corn fritters and tweaks and variations. So let me know in the comments section how you like to make them, if you make them, and what do you do different than what I'm going to do. One of the things I did notice is that there's such a variety of ways to do them as well. What type of corn? Some people use fresh, right off the cob. Some people swear by frozen. Some people, like me, are just using canned. The recipe itself is pretty flexible, and you can pretty much use what you have on hand, supposedly with good results. Now, I won't be using shortening. I'm going to be using butter. I just haven't bought shortening, and I won't actually be going grocery shopping till the end of the week, possibly the weekend. So, yeah, I don't have any, and I really haven't used it much here. So I'm going to be substituting butter instead. That's my main tweak with this basic recipe. So there is my recycled frying oil. That darkness in the middle is just the least little bit of oil that was more towards the bottom of the container. There's no breading or that in the actual oil itself. And I had that on real low to heat up and warm up. So while that's going, I'm going to start mixing up the mixture. So I'm starting with 2 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I added 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Again, I'm doubling the recipe. I added a half a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of white sugar, and I just mixed everything, all the dry ingredients up. Now I'm going to be adding my 2 eggs, lightly beaten. Again, recipe is doubled, and that's why I'm using 2. So I'm adding that to the dry mixture, and going to be adding the rest of the liquid ingredients. So I added a cup of milk, mixed that in, and now I'm going to microwave to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in lieu of shortening. 2 tablespoons of melted butter were added, and 2 cans of drained whole kernel corn. And now I'm going to be getting ready to fry a few. We'll see how these turn out. That oil should be ready to go. So I have 4 cooking up right now. I actually just upped the heat on the oil a little bit, and I just actually turned these over. They should pretty much fry for like 5 minutes each side, and then drain them on some paper towels. So these corn fritters turned out really light, really fluffy. And I was surprised to see online so many different things you could actually put on top of these. Suggestions were maple syrup, sour cream, ketchup. Someone suggested powdered sugar. And I was even reading where some people actually eat these for breakfast. And I was like, wow, okay. I remember eating them in a restaurant, and I think I had them with ketchup. I think that's what they gave us with them, was ketchup. One thing I want to point out about this recipe is that it is a really easy recipe to double. There's some recipes out there that when you actually double ingredients and everything, it doesn't come out good. But this is truly a recipe that if you want to make enough of these for, say, 4 to 5 people, and you double the recipe, you should have enough. If you're going to do more than, say, 4 to 5, 6, 7 possibly, I would say then triple the recipe. 3 cups of flour, and 3 cups of milk, and 3 cans of, you know, whatever the measurements are. Just do it times 3, and you should be fine. So that's a really nice thing too with this recipe. It's really easy to double it for larger batches without having to really adjust any of the amount of ingredients, which is a good thing. So what I can say is that these turned out really good, light and fluffy, and definitely this is a recipe to keep, and definitely be making these again. So if you like this video, guys, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit my subscribe button. Please hit that bell for all, so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Take care, and I'll see you all on my next one. Good night.